Welcome back to Put You On. My name is Michael. I'm here with my dad.
Hey everyone, I'm Mike.
And today we're going to be listening to Ready to Die by Notorious B.I.G., also known as Biggie Smalls. Dad, what is your prior knowledge on Biggie Smalls?
A decent amount. I wouldn't say I've listened to an entire album, but I know his whole story, the background of big songs and how he went from, basically nothing, very close with Tupac and those guys, and the big East Coast, West Coast rivalries. And
Yeah.
I watched the movie. There was a movie about him, his life and all. And
Yeah.
yeah.
So like personal life, a little bit, but
Yeah, music, just the obvious big hits.
Yeah.
But never a front to back.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't tell you if it was off the debut album or the follow-up album or.
Right. So this is his debut album, Ready to Die from 1994. This was the only album to be released during his lifetime, when he was alive, at least. His second album he had just finished, but it came out right after he had died.
Oh, so only two?
Well, no. Well, he only had one album come out when he was alive. He had 3 more albums after that, but they were all posthumous, though.
So everything was in the bank.
Yeah. So the second one he had fully completed pretty much, but it came out right after he died. So this was the only one to be released when he was alive, and he was only 22 years old at the time of this album coming out, which is really crazy because of how highly it's regarded and how skillful his rapping was. A lot of people still consider him one of the greatest rappers ever, which is pretty nuts because he never even made it to age 25. So
He briefly attended the high school I went to.
yeah, he was born in Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy border. So yeah, his real name was Christopher Wallace. I don't need to tell you, he was shot and killed. So
Yeah.
6 months after Tupac was shot, hence a lot of the conspiracies and stuff like that, because they had their own little beef. They were best friends, then they weren't best friends, then they had a
Yeah.
beef. Then they, people think that it's not a coincidence that Tupac was shot and then he was shot shortly after. So
Yeah, those were the days still when, gun violence is prominent now in the city, again, a lot, but back then in the 80s, 90s, this was
90s.
Yeah.
Yep.
But starting in the 80s
Yeah.
into the 90s, it was rampant. And, these guys they all had them, for protection or whatever. And, a couple things I've seen recently was like how Snoop Dogg recently was talking about how Tupac was amazing. Like he learned so much watching him go into a studio and just lay something down or say just give me a beat, and he would go in and do it and do a whole bunch of them unscripted, unrehearsed, and then take a break, go out, come back and say, all right, let's push it. Let's just keep doing this and we'll get it done.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure a lot of people around Biggie Smalls, I know, what was his name?
P. Diddy.
Yeah, they were very...
Well, P. Diddy signed him to his record label.
Yeah.
So he was the first one to take him under his
and
wing.
experience his ability to do that. He just very off the cuff. It just came natural to him. That the words were very easy for him to put to beats. And I think maybe, very ironically that him and Tupac were able to do that at the same time at that point in their lives.
Yeah, it was a special time in hip hop, and it sucks because, like we say, with even people nowadays, how short their careers were. So if they would have kept going, to have the talent he had, he's one of my favorite rappers just on pure rhyme schemes and lyricism. He's did it so effortlessly, and I see so much influence in countless unnameable artists that were to come after. So
Yeah, and one of the unique things, I guess, about this in the beginning for me, it was,
and this is still pretty early hip hop.
It was early hip hop
for the popularity of hip hop. I mean,
so a lot of it was still very much flex related. Being the biggest, the best. I'll take your women, I'll take your cars. We'll smoke the biggest blunts, but it was easy to understand. It was easy to digest. There wasn't any complicated innuendos or mixed messages. He just he laid it right out there, all based on experience and lifestyle.
So we have the intro track here, and it's called Intro.
Push, it's almost there. One more time, come on. Come on, push, baby. One more time. Oh, harder. Push, come on. One more time, here it goes. I see the head. Come on. Yeah! You did it, baby! Yeah! But if you lose, don't ask no questions why. The only game you know is do or die.
Goddamn it! What? I'll smack the shit out of you, bitch!
Take
What?
my black ass,
What the fuck? You
coming in here
motherfucking...
smelling like sour sauce, you dumb motherfucker.
No guilt. Gizmos cutting up for the suckers that's down with me.
What, nigga, you wanna rob the motherfucking train? You crazy?
Yes, motherfucking right.
Nigga, what the fuck, nigga? We gon' get-
It's 87, nigga. Is you dead, bro?
Yeah, nigga, but nigga, this is motherfucking.
We need to
Nigga,
get
it's a
some
train.
motherfucking
Ain't nobody
paper,
never
nigga.
robbed no
Listen,
motherfucking train.
man, is your mother giving you money, nigga? My mom don't give me shit, nigga. It's time to get paid, niggas. You with me?
Open C-74. Small.
Mr. Small, let me walk you to the door. So how does it feel leaving us?
Come on, man. What kind of fucking question is that, man? I'm trying to get the fuck up out this joint, bro.
Yeah, you'll be back. You niggas always are.
Hey, man. What the fuck is you hollering about, hoes? You won't see me up in this motherfucker no more.
We'll see.
I got big plans, nigga. Big plans.
Good setup for what's about to come.
An audio, quick chronicle of his life, his upbringing.
Yeah.
You heard the baby being born, and then
Yeah.
him as a young kid, the parents arguing, then robbing the train as a teenager, then going to jail, then getting out of jail, and then them saying, "We'll see you back here soon." But obviously now he's planning on getting into rap, so.
Yeah, the 70s and 80s were a tough time on the subways.
People did stick-ups on the train.
Well, it was just but muggings,
Oh yeah.
you could get mugged on the subway. But there was a lot of roving gangs. Like if we would get out of high school, they would try to alter when the two high schools would get out so you wouldn't.
Oh, so it wouldn't clash.
Yeah. Yeah, I was in the Catholic high school and they would stagger it against the public schools getting out because everybody rode the subway. Everybody had bus passes and train passes. I'm not really sure why it was really in the heart of Brooklyn. So, but then again, maybe the neighborhoods were spread out more.
Yeah.
But yeah, violence in the subway was big. So was graffiti. I mean, it was very, the city had let the system run down really, really bad.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were afraid of it. So it was very easy for people with bad intentions to get away with stuff. They'd get in and get out, and it was an easy target.
Mm-hmm. The next track is called Things Done Changed.
I mean, in comparison to what we're hearing versus what we've heard, this is considered just everybody had the same moves.
Motherfuckers was all friendly, lounging at the barbecues, drinking brews with the neighborhood crews, hanging on the avenues, Turn your pages to 1993. Niggas is getting smoked, G. Believe me. Talk slick, you get your neck slit quick. Cause real street niggas ain't having that shit. No more Coco, Levio, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All of this to me is a mystery. I hear you motherfuckers talk about it, but I stay seeing bodies with the motherfucking chalk around it. And I'm down with the shit too. For the stupid motherfuckers wanna try to use Kung Fu. Instead of a Mac 10, he tried scrapping slugs in his back end. That's what the fuck happens when you sleep on the street. Little motherfuckers with heat wanna leave a nigga 6 feet deep. Shit, it's hard being young from the slums, eating 5-cent gums, not knowing where your meal's coming from. And now the shit's getting crazier and major. Kids younger than me, they got the Skygram pages. Going out of town, blowing up. 6 months later, all the dead bodies showing up. It made me want to grab the 9 and the shotty, but I gotta go identify the body.
Yeah, I mean, this is all very, reminiscent of the music of the time, how it was just, steady music, steady sampling.
Yeah.
And just the guy who had the skills throwing down what he knew.
3 verses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was a little surprised that I would have this feeling. Like, I was kind of looking forward to the music, but now, I think the past 2 songs, just hearing the screaming and the fighting and hearing all this stuff about, you can even tell by the descriptions of the weapons that they're describing how, it was real stuff.
He's not making it up.
No,
Yeah.
that's how it was.
Yeah.
And it was no joke. It was, I literally was terrified going to school most days on the subways. And, that was all around. And it was very true. You either excelled in sports.
Like you said, jump shot or...
And even then, you had to be lucky that someone cared about you enough to push you in the right direction. And,
Yep.
He's also describing how, the probably like the cocaine in the 80s, the parents got into that stuff. And, that wasn't cheap. So a lot of them ended up
broke
because they were spending whatever money they had
That's
on that.
sad.
Very sad. And if you had a family and children, now, that's suffering. So what are the kids supposed to do? It's no fault of their own.
The next song is called Gimme the Loot.
Yeah. Motherfuckers better know. I'm a bad Lock your windows, close your doors. My man Imp left a tech and a 9 at my crib. Turned himself in, he had to do a bid. A 1 to 3, he be home the end of 93. I'm ready to get this paper, G. You with me? Motherfucking right. My pockets looking kinda tight. And I'm stressed. Yo, Biggie, let me get the vest. No need for that. Just grab the fucking gat. The first pocket that's fat. The tech is to his back. Word is born, I'ma smoke him. Yo, don't fake no moves. What? Treat it like boxing. Stick and move. Stick and move. You ain't got to explain shit. I've been robbing motherfuckers since the slave shit. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. I'm a bad girl. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. I'm a bad girl. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. I'm a bad girl. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Big up, it's a stick up, and I'm shooting niggas quick if you hiccup. Don't let me fill my clip up in your back and headpiece, the opposite of peace. Sending Mom Duke a reef. You're talking to the robbery expert. Step into your wake with your blood on my shirt. Don't be a jerk and get smoked over being resistant. Cause when I lick shots, the shit is persistent. Goodness gracious, the papers. Where the cash at? Where the stash at? Nigga, pass that before you get your grave dug from the main thug. 357 slug, and my nigga Biggie got an itchy 1 grip. 1 in the chamber, 32 in the clip. Motherfuckers better strip. Yeah, nigga, peel before you find out how blue steel feel. From the Beretta, putting all the holes in your sweater. Give me the loot, give me the loot. Give me the loot, give me the loot. Man, listen, all this walking is hurting my feet. Who money looks sweet? Where? In the Isuzu Jeep. Man, I throw him in the fiend. You grab the fucking green, and if he start to scream, bam, bam, have a nice dream. Hold up, he got a fucking bitch in the car. Fur coats and diamonds. She thinks she a superstar. Ooh, Biggie, let me jack her. I kick her in the back, hit her with the gat. Chill, shorty, let me do that. Just get the fucking car keys and cruise up the block. The bitch act shot, getting shot on the spot. Oh shit, the cops. Be cool, fool. They ain't gonna roll up. All they want is fucking donuts. So why the fuck he keep looking? I guess to get his life cooking. I just came home, ain't trying to see central booking.
I mean, I'm laughing because maybe I shouldn't be, but
No, I know it's like it's so explicit that it's like, you have like a
I have like this continuous just
it's like the like holy shit, like when you like can't believe, you know what I mean? It's not like you think it's funny.
Not even that.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, the topic. The subject matter is dark. I mean, this is what
very
was
dark.
going on.
Yeah,
but the terminologies of things I hadn't heard in a long. I mean, Bogart. Wearing those boots. They were all. It was like the tail end of like early. He was coming along when all that stuff had already been like, set and in place, and that's how people were just living.
Yeah.
So it's reminding me, I was going to school. I'm a white guy from Queens going to school in a largely black section of Brooklyn, and hearing all this stuff and hearing the terminology and the phrasing. And then I'd go back to Queens, and it was like a double life. And I used to feel like, man, these guys, I mean, like I would tell the guys in Queens, like, you have no idea what it's like down there. I mean, it was like the wild, wild west. It really was.
Yeah.
The cops didn't want to get involved. They didn't want to get, and they would more readily go in and clean up the mess afterwards than they were about doing anything about preventing it. And he was even saying that they don't want to roll up on us. And
wow,
after dark, I mean, forget it. You would never walk through,
nowhere alone. Yeah. Well, again, we did the great transit. You were saying before how very specific he is, and this track is. I mean, he paints a picture incredibly. You can see all of this.
I mean,
going down.
He's running with his gang. He's running with his boy. This might be the same guy he robbed the train with. You know, it's like, hey, I'm hungry. What do you want to do? You want to get something?
Their back and forth is pretty.
It's great,
clever too.
Yeah,
how they bounce,
and it's just
like
so
it's like they're just talking to each other.
and that's why he excelled at it.
But it kind of reminds me of like, obviously not as experimental, but like that Kendrick song with the argument.
Oh yeah.
It's like this is clearly more fit for like. But it's a similar subject. I mean, similar style of like two people going back and forth. Who was the other one we
listened to where they were in the van and they were about to...
Kendrick.
Yeah. It's like that.
When they're going to rob the house.
It's like that.
Yeah. The next track is called Machine Gun Funk.
And great beats, by the way, right? I mean,
yeah, fantastic.
So you wanna be hardcore with your hat to the back? Talking about the gaps in your raps, but I can't feel that hardcore appeal that you're screaming. Maybe I'm dreaming.
You hear the record scratching a little bit, and this is on a remaster.
Yeah.
To let niggas know that if you fuck with big and heavy, I get up in that ass like a wedgie. Says who? Says me, the lyrical. Niggas saying Biggie off the street, it's a miracle. Left the drugs alone, took the thugs along with me, just for niggas acting shifty.
So very little of this also in his music was also music playing. I don't think he was instrumental in any way. Like he didn't specialize in guitar. It was all about his voice.
Yeah.
So I can stack my riches. Now I pack gats to stop all the snitches from staying in my business. What is this? Relentless approach to know if I'm broke or not. Just cause I joke and smoke a lot don't mean I don't tote the Glock. 16 shots for my niggas in the pen until we motherfucking meet again. I'm doing rhymes now. Fuck the crimes now. Come on the app. I'm real hard to find now. So I guess you know the story, the rap side, crack side, how I smoke funk, smack bitches on the backside. Bed-Stuy, the place where my head rests, 50-shot clip if a nigga want test. The rocket launcher, Biggie stomp ya, high as a motherfucking helicopter. That's why I pack a Nina, fuck a misdemeanor, beating motherfuckers like Ike beat Tina. What's love got to do? Now rip it all through your whole crew, strapped like bamboo, but I don't sling guns. I got bags of funk and it's selling by the ton.
trying to figure out why it's so much easier for me to. I think when a song just has a beat, I'm really just a sucker for the beat,
or like a sample loop, like that.
Yeah, I could. I mean, I don't know why.
Yeah,
you would think that'd be boring.
Yeah, well, Kanye does that so well, right? He'll keep a sample for the whole song for 5 minutes, and it's the same. If it's good,
yeah,
and fits,
there's almost something to be said for like.
I think our brains kind of like the.
Yeah, be like tuning out, right? Like put me in a
it's
loop.
Like it gets you into a trance.
Yeah. Oh, it really does. Like I could have gone off here and just started thinking about anything else.
Like when it goes at the end and
it's
the
really
instrumental
hypnotic.
starts changing, it lets your brain kind of just
it's
float
hypnotic.
out.
That's what it is. There's just something about, that horn, the horns going there.
Yeah.
He really had great collaboration with the Big Boy Records. I mean, they just knew how to sample everything for him and put it all together. He really didn't do much other than throw down the lyrics.
That even emphasizes your point. Then what you're saying, that like a lot of this production isn't super what's the word?
Like a beat master,
complex.
Right?
They're not super complex.
No, right.
But that just shows what their ability was to take over that song with their voice and their raps. Like
it's almost like it was missing. Like he was missing. He was actually like the missing part of let's
music.
say, like if someone like Kanye hadn't come along who could
do both.
Who could do both. P. Diddy scored big time. He just.
Well, they were like best friends too outside of the music.
This was his. It was like yin and yang.
That's why he made that song with the Police sample. What's it called? Every Breath You Take.
Oh yeah, P. Diddy. I know. Yeah. That was very touching.
He made that after
Biggie
died.
Yeah, he was devastated. Yeah. I mean, but they were close.
Yeah, they were very close.
And I mean, just like anything else, like if you think about the greatest bands, even the Stones, like here they were, childhood friends and separated, and then as at a chance train station meeting again. Hey, what's that record under your arm? Oh, I like that. You like that? Same thing here. Oh man, you got those great beats. I bet I could put some words to that. And and then beatbox started, where people were able to just mimic the sounds because they didn't have these big equipment things. So I mean it's really remarkable how things collide at just the right time.
The next track is called Warning.
Paging. I mean, everybody had beepers, right? If you were like,
there it is.
It was. I mean, the only reason to have one is if you were into drugs.
Paging me at 5:46 in the morning, crack of dawning. Now I'm yawning. Wipe the cold out my eye. See who's this paging me and why? It's my nigga Pop from the barber shop.
I mean, listen to that.
He was in the gambling spot and heard the intricate plot.
Just bass and drum.
Just bass and the drum.
Paper, neighbor. Slow down, love. Please chill. Drop the paper. Remember them niggas from the hill up in Brownsville that you rolled dice with? Smoked blunts and got nice with? Yeah, my nigga Fame up in Prospect. Nah, them my niggas. Nah, love wouldn't disrespect. I didn't say them. They schooled me to some niggas that you knew from back when. They even heard about the crib you bought your mom. South Florida, the 5th corridor. Call the coroner. It's gonna be a lot of slow singing and flower bringing.
Switching between the phone voice
and his voice.
What you think all the guns is for? All-purpose war got the Rottweilers by the door, and I feed them gunpowder.
Rottweilers were the predecessor of pit bulls. If you were into
niggas wanna stick me for my cream, and it ain't a dream. Things ain't always what it seems. It's the ones that smoke blunts with ya, see your picture. Now they wanna grab their guns and come and get ya. Cocked it, extra clips in my pocket, so I can reload and explode on your asshole. I fuck around and get hardcore. C4 to your door, no beef, no more, nigga. Feel the rough, scandalous. The more weed smoke I puff, the more dangerous. I don't give a fuck about you or your weak crew. What you gonna do when Big Papa come for you? I'm not running, nigga, I bust my gun in. Hold on, I hear somebody coming.
Come in fast as I can. Just bring that motherfucking ass on. Come on.
Oh, is this when the red dots showed up on their heads? Yeah. This was in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh shit. You got a red dot on your head too. Oh shit.
I like when they say it in unison.
I mean, it's funny, but you know, again, it's right. How you could hear people, you know, everybody was up in arms over this stuff. You know, it was hating the police, glorifying drugs.
Yeah,
but he's not really doing that. You know, this is words and lyrics coming from a man who was living this life, or had experienced it.
Yeah.
So, you know, this isn't even flex stuff. This is
it's not bragging about the guns.
It's like you know, he just went out and did something maybe the night before, and the next day he's able to convey it into words. It's it's a big statement on life.
His storytelling is really good, though. He brings you into exactly.
I mean, all that terminology, chetta. I mean, that's great. You know, cheddar. And,
his rhyme schemes are so cool.
I mean, stuff people don't even say anymore.
And he does a lot of stuff like some of my favorite things in
where
rap.
they don't rap.
Like Andre 3000 do this a lot. Where I think there's a name for it, but he'll end a sentence with like the beginning of the next sentence to fit the rhyme scheme.
Oh yeah, he does. You know what I mean? Here too. Yeah.
I don't remember where it was.
Yeah. Call the coroner. Yeah, out in Florida, the Fifth Corridor.
Or even at the beginning where he bends like in the morning, crack of dawning, and I'm doing it. Like dawn doesn't rhyme with morning.
No, but he found a way to.
But he can bend all those words to make it sound like it's a
barbershop.
Like I mean, it's cool.
Great stuff.
Like that's all technical aspects that you can't really learn.
No, for him it was
just
innate.
Stuff that you're good at.
Yeah.
The next track is the title track. It's called Ready to Die.
We gonna kill your ass.
I'm ready.
As I grab the Glock, put it to your headpiece. One in the chamber, the safety is off. Release straight at your dome. Homes, I wanna see cabbage. Biggie Small the Savage, doing your brain cells much damage. Teflon is the material for the imperial. Mic ripper, girl stripper, the Henny sipper. I drop lyrics off and on like a light switch. Quick to grab the right bitch and make her drive the queue. 45 blocks and texts are expected when I rap.
That was an example, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Yeah, make her drive the
Q,
right? But he's starting it like.
But Q and 45 is split, but it's one thing. You know, that's what I was trying to say. Andre 3000 does that a lot, and it's so cool.
Yeah, it's a skill.
Go back.
Yeah, that was a perfect
Sorry,
example.
like a light switch, quick to grab the right bitch and make her drive the queue. 45 blocks and texts are expected when I rap shit. Respect is collected, so check it. As I sit back and look when I used to be a crook, doing whatever it took from snatching change to pocketbooks. A big bad motherfucker on the wrong road. I got some drugs, tried to get the avenue sold. I want it all from the Rolexes to the Lexus. Getting paid is all I expected. My mother didn't give me what I want, what the fuck? Now I got a Glock making motherfuckers duck. In a sec, I throw the tech to your fucking neck. Everybody hit the deck, Biggie about to get some wreck. Quick to leave you in the coffin for slick talking. You better act like CC and keep on walking. When I hit you, I split you to the white meat. You swung a left, you swung a right, you fell to the concrete. Your face, my feet, they meet with stomping. I'm ripping them C's from Tallahassee to Compton. Biggie Smalls on a higher plane. Niggas say I'm strange, deranged because I put the 12 gauge to your brain. Make your shit splatter. Mix the blood like batter, then my pocket gets fatter after the hit. Leave you on the street with your neck slit down your backbone the way your motherfucking shit trip.
Pray the Lord my soul to keep.
Is that P. Diddy?
I should die before I wake.
Puff
Pray
Daddy.
the Lord my soul to
Whatever his name was at the time.
Puff. I think it was Puff Daddy.
What do you have, like 4 names?
Puff Daddy, Puffy Combs, P. Diddy. Yeah.
I'm ready.
I think right now he's just
Sean Combs. Oh, it's just P.
Yeah, I think he dropped the P now.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I mean, you can just hear Diddy's influence here. This is all,
Yeah.
masterly synth and.
I mean, you could tell there's money behind it. Like it's not a cheaply made first album.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
No way.
Which also shows a lot how much confidence was put into him for his, he knew how much skills Biggie had. Like,
it was a matter of just getting the right beat and let him go.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine how many drafts they went through? Like, oh, that one works really well. That one doesn't. He must have had like so many rhymes that he was able to just come up.
And this album's 19 tracks, so
is it?
I'm sure they had a huge chunk that they made and then just had to,
I
cut
think
it down.
that's basically all they did.
Like I think they would just grind out, which is such a respectable talent. Like just to make, like a lot of times I'll say like, oh, I hate long albums but it definitely depends on the kind of artist. Like some artists that I like will do 20 plus tracks albums, but like some rappers just operate like that. Like they can just go in there and grind out like 10 songs a day and then just
it's about the production to go with it. I mean, that takes loads of
And if you
time.
just think of the amount of lyrics that is for all the songs that didn't make it, like how frequently he must have been coming up with
that's what I mean.
topics
They
and
must have felt like, oh, that doesn't really quite fit there. Can you go back and come up with something else? Well, give me a second,
But that's so like gritty and
his
I mean the
delivery
descriptions of the blood and the
battered.
Yeah,
I mean that's pretty.
His word choice is very hardcore.
It's meant to threaten and intimidate.
Anyone.
musically.
Anyone that listens.
Yeah.
The next track is called One More Chance.
All you hoes calling here for my daddy, give his dick. Like that, mommy?
Oh shit.
Hi, Daddy. How you doing? This is Thais. I was thinking about you last night. You acting like you can't call me no more because you busy and all of that, but you trying to tell me it wasn't good?
Answer machine. That's something.
That shit is real fucked up what you did. I hooked you up with my girl and shit. You fucked her every time you see her. You don't say shit to her, you know what I'm saying? And all that bitch do is call me all day talking about you. Why the fuck Big don't want me? Oh, what the fuck is going on? When you get in, give me a fucking call, alright?
When it comes to sex, I'm similar to the Thriller in Manila. Honeys call me bigger, the condom filler. Whether it's stiff tongue or stiff dick, Biggie squeeze it to make shit fit. Now check this shit, I got the pack of Rough Riders in the back of the Pathfinder. You know the epilogue by James Todd Smith. I get swift with the lyrical gift. Hit you with the dick, make your kidney shift. Here we go, but I'm not domino. I got the funk flow to make your jaws drop slow. Boniqua, my me, you screaming, I poppy. I love it when they call me Big Pop, but I only smoke blunts if they roll prop. But look, I got ya caught up with the drunk flow. Fuck taekwondo, I told a fofo. But niggas getting mad cause they bitch chose me, a big black motherfucker with G. You see, all I do is separate the game from the truth. Big bang boots from the Bronx to Bolivia, getting physical like Olivia Newt. Tricks up my
rest in
click
peace,
all
Olivia.
day with no trivia. So give me a hoe, a bankroll, and a bag of weed. I'm guaranteed to fuck her till her nose bleed. Fuck the past, let's dwell on the 500 SL, the E and J and ginger ale. The way my pockets swell to the rim with Benjamins. Another hund's in the crib, please send her in. I fuck non-stop, lick my lips a lot. Used to lick the clits a lot, but licking clits had to stop. Cause y'all don't know how to act when the tongue go down below. Peep the funk flow, really though. I got the cleanest, meanest penis. You never seen this, stroke of genius. Shit, back shots is my position. I got you wishing for an intermission. Fuck the kissing, licking down to your belly button. I ain't frontin', they don't call me big for nothing. All of a sudden,
Oh, Biggie, give me one more chance. Oh, Biggie, give me one more chance. Oh, Biggie, give me one more chance.
I mean, there's not much more to say about that than it was just down and dirty and musty. I mean, this one earned its
not a song
parental
about
advisory sticker.
Not a song about killing, but just a whole song about sex. It's a cool that he did the Jackson 5 interpolation too on the on the chorus. I Want You Back. The next one is called Fuck Me Interlude. Jodeci too. That's that old R&B.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck me, you black Kentucky fried chicken eating. Oh,
sorry. Oh, shit.
Jimmy Craig, eat motherfucker.
I don't think we need to pause.
Oh, that was the song?
Yeah. This is called The What, featuring Method Man from Wu-Tang Clan.
I used to get feels on the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like a Twinkie fillin', playing the villain. Prepare for this rap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold. And what you talking about, Willis? The thrill is gone. The black Frank White is here to excite. Throw dick to dice.
It's the mood killer death trap. Yes, I'm a jet black ninja. Coming where you rest at, surrender. Step inside the ring, use the #1 contender. Looking cold booty like your pussy in December. Nigga, stop bitching. Button up your lippin'. From method, all you gettin' is the can of ass whipping. Hey, I be kicking. You, son, you doing all the yapping. Acting as if it can't happen. Your frontin' got me mad enough to touch something.
The position.
Stop, look, and listen. I spit on your grave, then I grab my Charles Dickens.
Welcome
bitch.
to my center. Honey's feeling deep in their placenta. Cold as the pole in the winter. Far from the inventor. Well, I got this rap shit sold. And when my Mac loads, I'm guaranteed another video. Ready to die while I act that way. Pop Duke left Mom Duke. The faggot took the back way. So instead of making hoes suck my dick up, I used to do stick up. Cause hoes is irritating like the hiccups. Excuse me, flows just grow through me. Like trees to branches, cliffs to avalanches.
Fuck the world, don't ask me for shit. And everything you get, you got to work hard for it.
Honey, shake your hips.
You don't stop.
And niggas pack the clip.
Keep on.
Yeah,
fuck the world, don't ask me for shit. Everything you get, you got to work hard for it.
Honey, shake your hips.
You don't stop.
And niggas pack the clip.
Keep on.
Yeah.
Fuck
full effect.
You don't stop. That was a big common phrase for a lot of rappers at the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What does it even mean?
Just, it worked. And everybody was, I don't know who the first one to use it, but, you know, it lends to the vinyl imagery for me.
Yeah, it's very analog.
Yeah, I mean, I think most of the stuff they did was on, cassettes.
Like a physical sample.
Yeah.
Not like digital.
So
obviously.
to get it onto a CD even.
Right, yeah.
19 songs, it just was unheard of.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good song. Method Man fits this style perfectly.
Yeah.
We got to do Wu-Tang too at one point. Like a classic Wu-Tang project.
I mean, I'm not, I know they're huge. I wasn't really... I think I was more preoccupied with you guys at the time, kids.
Yeah. Well, that was like, you said that, right? Like there was that was like later 90s. So like
definitely
2000s.
NWA and all that.
At that point you were now married.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, if it wasn't watching baseball, I was sleeping.
Yeah.
Or working.
The next track was a big hit off the album. You probably know it. It's called Juicy.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck all you hoes. Get a grip, motherfucker. Yeah. This album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing. To all the people that lived above the buildings that I was hustling from that called the police on me when I was just trying to make some money to feed my daughter. And all the niggas in the struggle. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack Mr. Magic Molly Mall. I let my tape rock till my tape pop. Smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on private stock. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke? The hard. You never thought that hip hop would take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world trade. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner?
What they were talking about here was I
know, it was the first World Trade Center bombing.
Yeah. I was going with Mom to a prenatal appointment. She was pregnant with Megan, and Mom was still working in the city. I was working in the city, and she picked me up in the car, and we were driving along. We heard it on the radio. That was when the guy drove into the parking.
The garage.
The parking garage of the
underneath,
World Trade underneath it and detonated it.
Yeah.
So
did anyone die?
Well, he did.
Well, yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think it was a lot of.
I don't think
it wasn't mass.
It wasn't like a big.
No, it was more about
wasn't a success.
Smoke and fire. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
it wasn't a sick. That sounds bad. It wasn't a success that they wanted.
For a terrorist point of view. Yeah, he failed.
That sounded bad when it came out. It was a fail.
I made the change from a common thief to up close and personal with Robin Leach. And I'm far from cheap. I smoke skunk with my peeps all day. Spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. The Moet and Alizé keep me pissy. Girls used to diss me, now they write letters cause they miss me. I never thought it could happen, this rapping stuff. I was too used to packing gats and stuff. Now honeys play me close like butter play toast. From the Mississippi down to the East Coast. Condos in Queens, indo for weeks. Sold out seats to hear Biggie Small speak. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
You know very well who you are. Don't let 'em hold you down. Reach for the stars.
Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. When I was dead broke, man, I couldn't picture this. 50-inch screen, money green leather sofa. Got 2 rides, a limousine with the chauffeur. Phone bill about 2 G's flat. No need to worry, my accountant handles that. And my whole crew is lounging, celebrating every day, no more public housing. Thinking back on my one-room shack. Now my mom pimps an act with minks on her back. And she loves to show me off, of course. Smiles every time my face is up in the sauce. We used to fuss when the landlord dissed us. No heat, wonder why Christmas missed us. Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we thirsty. Yeah.
Is so good.
Very reminiscent of the time. That's why this was so big. Because all that music was very. It wasn't disco, but it was like, you know, soul heavy, but with, you know, groovy and guitars and
yeah, that's a classic.
Female voices in the back like that.
Yeah, great song about him flipping his life around. You know,
something
going
from nothing.
Yeah. I think that's like anyone who's like into rap or hip hop at all is like knows that song front to back, eyes closed. That's like a staple, classic hip hop song.
Yeah,
it's a great song too. It still holds up a long time after.
Yeah, it has that. It has a very 80s feel though, you know.
Yeah, and it's a lot less aggressive than the first.
Yeah, I mean, tracks. This was a
more personal,
a collab, designed hit.
Yeah, and him like more calmly expressing his gratitude and stuff.